Okay, so I want to ask you, are you graduated from the master course last year?
Yes, I graduated from Queensland University of Technology with the Master of Integrated Marketing Communication in a business school in Australia, and I graduated in last December.
Last December. So how long stay in Australia?
Actually, totally is around 3 years.
3 years.
3 years. So half a year for the language course and 2 years for my master degree.
Yes. So, do you tell me the custom and cultures in any difference in the Australia and Taiwan?
Yes.
Culture and custom.
Custom, yes, I do some
习惯.
Yeah, I do some. They are big different with they are big different in culture and custom and manner between Australia and Taiwan. As we know, Taiwan is a Chinese society, so we have a lot of traditional that we should follow. And Australia was colonized by the Great Britain, so they have some their own culture as well as the Great Britain's culture. So when the biggest shock when I go to the language course is in Taiwan we should call the teacher's first name like teacher Chen or teacher McCall, but in Australia we can just call his first name like my first teacher is Odo or Mary. Hi Mary, just call your teacher. So in the beginning it was a big shock for me. Yes.
Yes, good. What about the economic activity in the Australia? Please tell me the profile. 就是经济的活动在 Australia.
Okay, well,
economic activity in the Australia almost profile.
Okay, there are 3 things that I should discuss in economic industry, economic activities in Australia. The first one is Australia's economics heavily depends on the mainland China, especially in fossil fuel or some fuel industry like 矿业 or the 矿业 miner or coal is all poured to the mainland China in this few years, in this around 10 years. It's a big, it's a stronger economic, heavily depend on mainland China. And the second one is agricultural industry, because as we know there are a lot of something which is like a poor farm or poor farming there, as well as some vegetarian industry there. It's the second largest industry. And the final one I should discuss is educational industry. We know Australia is how to say that, English speaking country, so there are a lot of native English speaker, and so they are very developed in some junior high school, and high education like a university or master degree, and the PhD was quite popular compared with some United States and European country. So there are 3 big in economic activity. The first one is fossil fuel, and the second one is agriculture, and as well as the educational agent.
Yes. Would you please present your personal history or biography?
Oh, background? Okay.
Not background,
No,
personal,
personal profit.
history.
Oh, my personal history, and I'd like to I have mentioned that I graduated from Australian master, and I also studied a bachelor degree in Taiwan with the communication management. During the study, I strengthened my proposal writing and the presentation skill, and in master degree, I dealt with some current business case with some innovation and critical study, which combine with the application as well as the theoretical study. So I also interested in international business courses. So I researched some different consumer behavior, as well as the economic activity. So I have some knowledge of international business. So in addition, in my working experience in Australia, I have worked as an educational agent in Brisbane area, which do some promotional strategy of the Chinese student in Brisbane area, including Facebook, Instagram, and Google Analyze. So I have some knowledge of that. And I also work as a salesperson in shopping mall to sell some cell phone accessory in Brisbane area. Yes. So I'm very confident about my English speaking since I have do some presentation or introduction to my customer. Also, I improve my English ability in my school, something which is intern, as well as the course participated and the presentation. So yes, I'm very interested of the job. Yeah.
Oh, so you are very popular.
Yeah, I was very popular in Australia.
Yeah. And do you know our company, Vincent, or case about our main product is capsuling, sealing, capsuling IC.
Yes.
And lastly, for the testing.
And the package.
And the package. So our product is last process for the end IC component.
Yes.
Do you know? So here in Taiwan, many companies like us also very seriously competing in the market. So our profit is very near and very low, very low. Our profit. So how to promote our profit is main our effort for our company. Could you suggest some aggressive idea for promote our sales and the business for the reference?
Okay. As we know, the Linsen industry established in 1961 in Taichung, and as we know, the process of the IC industry, there are three big process. The first one is design, and the second one is manufacture. The final one is testing and packaging. So the first one, like a design, they are very popular company like a Lianfake in Taiwan. This is for the design process. The second one is manufacture, like a Taijidian, they do something like a manufacturer. The final one, like a testing or processing and the packaging, is from something like a ASE group, like a 日月光集团, or they combine with 日月光集团 is 细品, as well as 福茂科. They do some process like Vincent. So as we know, there are two big different between big size. So the big size, they responsible for the like the Apple industry or some big company like Sony, and for the small company like Linson, we do some research of the company. They do the process of some some basic economics IC. So the first thing that we should do some market segmentation in different product in the beginning. So the Linson do some packaging and testing in the final process in IC processing. So there are two different testing and processing. The one is SOC and another one is SIP. There are two different processing. So the big group like SEO group, they do the first one is SOC. They could be a highly technical, and in this company I think we should do some marketing segmentation to find our potential customer in the beginning.
So small size company, they are should make more effort for the cost down and competitive skill.
Yes.
In the market. Okay, suppose you can opt for our company as a supervisor, business and the sales department. Some idea would you suggest us for promote our business?
To promote the business, as we know,
Suppose you can work for our company as a supervisor or a business or a sales department. How to promote our business to compete with large size company.
Okay. Yes.
Wait a minute. Sorry. Sorry, continue.
Okay.
You continue your suggestion for us.
As I mentioned, do some marketing segmentation in the beginning. We know Linson is not a B2C company. We are B2B company, like a business to business. So in this industry, if some customer do some cooperation with you, it's difficult, it's tough to finish the cooperation in IC industry, especially in testing and packaging processing company. In Mandarin, how I can mention is 粘着度比较强 between customer and the business. So in addition, it's very difficult to get the order from other company. So in this situation, I think we should have a short-term plan and a long-term plan. The beginning, if you want to get some order from other company, I think we should do some research in at least 3 months, because we don't know the project should be at least 3 months, because we don't know our project and the market different between our competitor. So if I am grow to get a position, I think I will do some research with our competitor like Fumaoke or ASE group. So this is do some research like a spy, like a spy to get some new information from our competitor. Why my potential customer would like to cooperate with my competitor? I'd like to find some detail.
Like Japanese ninja.
Yes, yes. Like a spy in Western countries. Yes.
Yeah.
And the long term plan, the long term project, I'd like to at least 1 year, long as for 3 years to gather order from our competitor, so from our research and information. Yes.
Good idea.
Good idea.
Suppose you are assigned to work at overseas.
Yes.
Do you have any concept of area is good for you are working in the overseas? Where? Which district you are measuring?
Actually, I'm very good at do some promotion and writing some proposal. This is and do some presentation of anything I did. So in some industry like actually I'm very good in every industry, but I did some in a educational agent company to do some students information, students attraction to their view. Yes, actually it's a little bit different from the IC industry, but I think in the basic knowledge of do some promotion, is the step is always the same. So it doesn't have a big shock to me to do promotion in IC industry.
Almost Australia market is more profit in your working. Australia is more good for you as when you are assigned into the overseas.
Oh, I got your meaning. I think in the beginning, stay in Taiwan to get some information of IC industry or some testing and packaging processing is suitable for me. But I have a life, I have a stay there, I have a study in overseas. So if I'm glad to assign to the overseas, it should be okay from to the Australia or the United States, or do some promotion and shorten promotion in overseas. I'm happy to do that, as well as assign to overseas countries.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Now, do you have any concept concern labor relationship, employee and employer? 劳工问题啊。
Oh, okay.
劳工 labor relationship。阿公没有牙齿。
Oh, it's okay. 没关系。
Notice so some voices not real.
It's okay.
So relationship, employee and employer.
Yes.
Do you have any concept concern?
In Taiwan or in
Taiwan?
In Taiwan, yes,
Yeah. You are thinking. What about the labor relationship
between the employer and the employee? Yes, I did some job in Taiwan in a TVB station, but at the time I was 1 year, but I have some concern about that. It should be it's very, how to say, it's a good system, since the labor benefit department have a protect and do some long distance concept. So I think in working in Taiwan is good at that. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. So how much do you want your salary?
in the salary in the beginning, I because I applied this position as a overseas sales, like a account executive, like a 业务. Yes. So in the beginning, I expect the 33,000 to 37,000 in the beginning. Yes, but as we know, we have some bonus since our job is since our job is account executive 业务. So yes, I don't think it's quite good. It's suitable for me to develop my career. Yeah.
Our company,
Yeah.
the beginning is 40.
Oh, 40.
40,000.
40,000.
Okay. Good. And last question.
Yeah.
What is your major interest in?
Okay.
什么兴趣？你主要
Yes, in Taiwan, I play basketball when I was in high school until my finish my bachelor like university. This is my interest and my hobby. I keep do this hobby when I was in Australia, but Australia is colonized by Great Britain, so they don't play some sports like baseball or basketball. They seldom play that. But I did know I have to stay there for at least 3 years. So I'd like to join their culture, including sports culture. So I watched the tennis game when I was in Australia, and I make a lot of friends when I watch the tennis and playing tennis. So this is my two major hobbies. But in Taiwan, I start to running as my interest in because the Taiwanese environment is very good for develop my running habit. So I like to running at every weekend from my home to maybe like a Tanzi or Fengyuan. So it's quite cool. And as well as a sales person or account executive, we have a lot of pressure or stress. So a regular habit is good for develop my career and release my praise. Yes.
Thank you for your interview, and your English and the language are very fluently, and your opinion is very open and good personality.
Thanks.
And so with some time, our notice for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for the interview to me. Give me the opportunity to come into the big company today. I'm very glad to meet you.
Okay,
Yeah.
welcome.
爸，你要吃呗？你干嘛吃？